Ashford, Alabama, where tonight is going to be the Ashford Yellow Jackets against the Bullock County Stinging Hornets. My name is Bobby Price, along with Mick Kirkland. And Mick, we're in for a barn burner here in Ashford tonight.
Yeah, we're looking for a real exciting game tonight between these two teams. Both of them are of the B persuasion. You have the Stinging Hornets of Bullock County and the Yellow Jackets of Ashford.
And quickly, number 32 gets the tip and shoots it. Rebounded by number 25, Dawsey, but he's unable to put the basket in, so turnover number 1 for Ashford. The Stinging Hornets pass it around. We have number 20, Dubose, and he shoots it over to Takeri. Over to 14, Wims. Back out to number 20 again, Randy Dubose, as the Stinging Hornets from Bullock County try to get something going here in the early going.
You know, Bobby, this is the time of the game where the coaches are trying to feel out each other's team, you know, to see what they do, whether they attack the basket or go to a perimeter game. So I think both coaches and the players are just trying to feel things out right now.
I think you're right. The first foul of the night is committed by Chris Williams for the Yellow Jackets. So the Hornets continue with their possession. All the way over to Thad Perry, back to the corner, over to number 20, DuBose, and they're sending it back and forth. They take a three-point shot, and it's rebounded by number 25 for the Jackets, Jamie Dawsey, and he's fouled.
That time DuBose pulled up for a three, but he wasn't able to get it to fall for him, and in the process, Bullock County committed the foul, so that worked out to Ashford's advantage.
That's true, and we have one foul each on each squad and turnovers on each squad, so as they settle down, Nick Lee takes a long three-point shot, and it's no good, but rebounded by Dawsey to Fields. Fields comes around and sets it up at the top of the key. Over to Lee, back to Fields again, and he takes a three-point shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 42 for Bullock County, Michael Kimber.
Both times down court for both teams, Bobby, what we've seen is both of them take shots from the outside and try three-point baskets. I don't know whether they're trying to set the tempo or what, but both teams missed.
34, Willie Penn took a shot to the basket, couldn't sink it. And they take another shot again, but Fields gets a rebound. And we got a throw out of bounds by number 20, Randy DuBose, playing great defense for the Hornets. All right, Fields over to Lee, back to Fields again, as they try to set up something, looking for maybe something on the inside, but nothing going so far. Inside that time to Lee, but he got the shot off, but didn't make it, but we had a foul under the basket.
That was a nice looking pass under the basket to Lee, and he was fouled, and I think they're starting to try to get the inside game to work. Last time down, they tried an outside three-point shot and were unsuccessful, and that time they decided to try to take it inside and was fouled.
William Penn is charged with a foul on that, and the first points of the game is scored off a foul, and number 23 puts it in, Nick Lee, for the Ashford Yellow Jackets. Almost 2 minutes gone in the first period of play, and it's the first point of the night for either team. Lee's second shot up, and he sinks it. It's 2-0.
So at that time, Ashford came up with some points off foul shots by driving the ball inside, and Lee made 2 foul shots.
All right, Hornet sets up their play with Randy DuBose over to 14, who is Mims, and who took the shot?
That was a nice drive to the basket by Randy DuBose. He went between defenders and put it up and in.
Fields drives the basket, going inside, misses. 32 gets the rebound, Chris Williams, and he couldn't put it in. So it's still a tie ball game.
2-2 score. Another three-point attempt by Bullock County, and it's no good.
Mims took a long shot there and unable to make it. Lee traveling the basket, feeds it over to his teammate, number 25, Dawsey, who misses. Hornets on the move now. That
time you saw excellent hustle and tenacity by the Ashford on the offensive board. They came up empty, but they showed a lot of effort, and if they continue to show that kind of resilience on the backboards, they're going to have some big things that happen for them.
That they're going to have to do, and get a break and maintain possession here, or at least get the turnover. So number 32, Chris Williams, made a great play, so the Ashford keeps the ball. Fields at the top. No good. Hornets slow it down. We get a steal. Fields. They come out to set it up. Over to Lee. To Fields. And he's going to shoot it back out to Lee. Now they're going to look over in the corner to number 32, Williams. And to Dawsey, and he throws it away. Both these schools are ice cold here, Mitt.
Oh, yeah, that time, that was an excellent opportunity for Bullock County to take the lead, and they missed an opportunity. And that time, number 23, Lee drives it in and puts it in for Ashford.
So Ashford puts on the full court press, and the Hornets get it across. They set up their play now to work their offense.
But so far, this is a very low-scoring game. Only 6 points have been scored, and we only have 3:47 left in the first period. So the scoring has been low so far.
LaMarvin Jackson gets the rebound, and Lee drives the basket, makes it, but in the process, he travels. So it's a turnover on the Yellow Jackets. Full court press continues for Ashford, almost throwing it away.
That was a good defensive effort by number 32 for Ashford. Chris Williams, he almost came up with the steal that time.
He hung with him all the way down to across midcourt, and trying to play great defense. 14 Mims takes a shot and misses. We have a rebound, but under the basket, number 5 gets it, LaMarvin Jackson.
Bullock County continues to take those outside shots. Maybe they are a three-point shooting team because they've made quite a few attempts from the outside.
We had a shot from 25, Jamie Dawsey. He missed, so it's still a 4-2 game with Ashford on top of the Stinging Hornets from Bullock County. Number 20 with the ball, that's DuBose, and he shoots it over to number 35, Perry. And we get a turnover. The Yellow Jackets now have it. Lee comes down, takes a three-point shot, and he's long.
So the last 2 times down the court, Ashford have gone for three-point shots and come up empty both times. And, you know, the times they've taken the ball inside, they've managed to get points both times.
Well, they like to shoot from 3 points, watching these guys play over the last few days. We have a foul called on Fields, so at the free throw line will be number 21, DeCarlos Hooks, for the Stinging Hornets from Bullock County. His first shot is up, and it's in there. It's a 4-3 contest now with 2:25 to go in the first period of play. He was at the in the process of shooting, so he gets a second attempt. Number 21 throws it up, and it falls in good. DeCarlos Hooks sinks it, ties it up 4-all.
We'll see if Ashford takes it in this time. That's where they've had the most success so far in this game.
Trying to go inside to Dawsey. He takes a jump shot, and it's long. And they are unable to get the rebound. Nice move by number 20. Randy DuBose puts it in, and they take the lead 6-4.
That was an impressive move by DuBose. He went between defenders, pumped a couple of times, and put it up and in.
And Fields is called for traveling. So another turnover by the Yellow Jackets.
Ashford's got to settle things down, Bobby. They're taking the first shot that they get instead of working the ball around and working for the good shot. So they've got to try and get control of this game. They've fallen behind by 2 points by taking the ball inside and working it in. And if they miss, hopefully get a foul.
Well, you got to get the rebounds, and the height of these Stinging Hornets are able to get the rebounds, and they're going to put points up when they can get 2 or 3 chances to put it in.
That time, the Hornets did an excellent job of keeping the ball alive on the backboard and putting it up and getting the points.
All right, Lee shoots it over to Fields, back to Lee again. Into Dawsey, back to Lee. Trying to go inside, throws it away.
So that's 3 straight turnovers for Ashford, and Bullock County's been able to score off Ashford's turnovers. They've got to settle things down and get back into this game.
That they have, and you know, when you get into this particular area of a tournament, to advance, you got to play great ball, both offensively and defensively, and we're not seeing that on the Ashford squad at this point.
That was Kimber, Bobby. He was tough under that board that time. He just kept at it. He positioned himself to get the rebound and put it back up and made the basket.
Fields is getting guarded pretty closely over there. Tries to throw it in to Dawsey. And we're going to get a foul, a traveling. Another turnover.
So Ashford's committed 4 turnovers here in the last couple of minutes. And Bullock County is on a run. They've scored 10 points to Ashford's 4. So they've got to settle down a little bit. Bullock County's in a 2-3 defense, and they're packing it in down low, and it's hard for Ashford to get the ball inside.
With less than a half a minute to go, I'm sure Bullock County's going to try to go for one shot here. But we get a steal by number 32. And he is unable to make it and fouled. 32 is Chris Williams. And he is really nailed as he went up for that one. And he'll get to come to the line, and he'll shoot 2 with 13 seconds to go in the first period.
So that was a good move by Chris Williams, anticipating where the pass was going and stealing the ball. And that's one positive thing that's happened for Ashford in the last few minutes. And they haven't had very many positive things to happen. So maybe this will give them a spark to get things going in that direction again.
Well, they've been so close to getting steals on several occasions, and they got it that time, and Fields put, he put the first one up and made it. Williams makes the first one, misses the second one, but they get the rebound, and with 8 seconds to go, Fields shoots a long three-pointer, misses, rebounded by a host of players. Finally, Dawsey puts it in for a 2-point basket. So it went from 10-4 to 10-7 at the end of the first period.
So what Ashford showed that time on the boards, they kept at it. The ball bounced off, they put it back, and just kept at it until they got the ball to fall their way and came up with 2 points.
Well, I think we're going to see both squads settling down now. We're going to see them getting their offense going. And we'll get back and talk to you about the second period of play after these messages. Right now, the score at the end of the first period is Bullock County 10, Ashford High School 7. We'll be back after this timeout.
Your #1 source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
The first period was kind of a slow-paced game. Everybody started coming out shooting from the outside and not very successful on either team. And then they Bullock County started pounding the ball inside and was very persistent on the board and came up with some big shots to put some points on the board.
That's right, number 12, Christopher Tarver, who's come in the game from the change in the possessions of the quarter, and he took a long shot, ill-advised, missed it, so Ashford's back on the attack. Fields tried to go up and missed it. Lee, and then Fields tried to put it in, and he could not make it. Then number 5, LaMarvin Jackson, tried to get a rebound. He couldn't put it in, so we have a whistle under the basket. At number 24, Fields goes to the free throw line.
Bobby, if you notice, like I keep saying, when Ashford takes the ball inside, positive things are happening. That time they took it in. They kept banging the boards, didn't get it to go in for them, but they were fouled. And that's what they've got to do, is find a way to get the ball in down low and get some offensive rebounds and some putbacks to be able to win this game.
That's right. And able to sink 1 of 2 there, narrowed the deficit to 2 points. It's 10-8 now with Bullock County on top. Number 20, Dubose. They go inside to their big guy, number 42, who saw no opening. And they take a shot, it's missed. Everybody trying to rebound. Number 42 with it, Kimber. Still can't put it in. And he's going to be fouled by a 2-shot foul by number 24, Henry Fields, for Ashford.
That time Bullock County did an excellent job of keeping the ball alive and blocking out and preventing Ashford from getting the ball, and they just kept banging at it until they were fouled, and they're going to the line. That's number 42, Kimber, at the line for the Stinging Hornets.
Well, we've got the heights for the Yellow Jackets. We do not have the heights for the others, but looking player to player, they are taller all the way around over these Ashford Yellow Jackets.
I tell you, but Bullock County has consistently continued to take 3-point attempts.
Yes, they have.
We're yet to see them hit anything from the outside.
He missed both his attempts, and number 5, LaMarvin Jackson, gets the rebound, and now they get to try their offense again. We have a couple of new players in, number 22, Anthony Crawford, and Terrence Thomas. Number 10, Thomas with the ball now. Sets up a new line of offense there, and Lee just tries to go inside. It's blocked. Number 25 takes a shot, Jamie Dawsey, and it's blocked, and he's fouled.
That was number 21 committing the foul. That was Hooks called for the foul, and it's his second personal foul.
And Dawsey, he is listed as 6'6" on the charts, and he's about the tallest Ashford player on the court tonight, and several of their players are somewhere around 6'5" or 6'6". His first shot's up and in.
So Ashford, like I keep saying, I can't say it enough, Bobby, success for Ashford has been in the paint.
That's right, and getting the rebounds. And he sinks the second one, so they tie this thing up after being down 4 points. It's been quite some time since Bullock County put something in the basket. Lee guarding pretty closely there to number 11. Number 11 almost takes a wide open 3-point shot, but number 12 comes in, Christopher Tarver. He drives the basket, puts it in for 2.
That time Bullock County showed a lot of patience, working the ball around. They looked like they were going to take an outside shot, but Tarver drove it down and banked it off the glass and put it in.
Ashford taking several of trying to move the ball around. A long shot by Crawford misses, and Terrence Thomas got the rebound, and he was fouled in the process. So Ashford will maintain possession under the basket.
16 fouls.
Number 15, Darrell Rogers, coming in for the Stinging Hornets now, as number 12, Tarver, goes out. Into Crawford. He comes out to set up their play to Terrence Thomas. Crawford over to Lee in the corner. And now he brings it out and sets up a play to Crawford. To Lee. To Terrence Thomas. They're being a little bit more free and slowing the offense down. Trying to get something open on the inside. And number 25 takes his shot, Jamie Dawsey, and he sinks it. Ties it up again.
That time Ashford showed a lot of patience. They weren't in a hurry to get a shot off. They worked it around until Dawsey got open. He pulled up for a jumper, and he made it.
So the Hornets get their opportunity now. They're moving it around quite quickly. Number 20 takes his jump shot. It's long. That is Dubose, and he misses. And we get a foul called on number 42. And that is
Michael Kimber.
Kimber, okay.
So I think we're in the 1-and-1. So yeah, Ashford will be going to the line to shoot 1-and-1 at the line for Ashford, number 25. That's Jamie Dawsey.
And he's already sank a couple of shots here just moments ago to tie it up at 10. And the score now tied at 12-12 with 4:45 left in the first half. Make it 13-12.
So Ashford's taking the first lead from early in the game when they led by a score of 4-2. And they trailed the entire game. It's been tied a couple of times, but this is the first time they've taken the lead since early in the game.
He's perfect from the line, 4 for 4, and they take a 2-point lead in this contest. Oh, we get a reaching in foul on let's see who we're going to call it on. Number 10, Terrence Thomas is called for the foul. At the free throw line is number 42 for the Hornets.
You know, so far in the game, neither team has been able to get the outside game going. We've seen probably one jump shot. Ashford's made one jump shot from the outside to go in for him, but the other shots have been made off foul shots or either shots under the basket.
And they missed both the free throws, and just by continuous effort from number 5, LaMarvin Jackson, 6'6", finally gets to tip it away, and Ashford got the ball.
Bullock County has not done a good job of hitting their foul shots, and that could come back late in the game to haunt them. So if they want to stay in this game, they've got to do a better job of making their foul shots.
Crawford trying to take an ill-advised shot there, and they turn it over, unable to put points on the scoreboard.
3:54 left in the first half. It's 14 for Ashford, 12 for Bullock County. And they call a foul. I thought they were calling a jump ball that time, but I guess he grabbed his arm, Bobby. So that's 2 quick fouls on number 42, Michael Kimber. And Ashford will be going to the line from now to the end of the first half.
I was trying to see how many fouls he had gotten on him. I knew that's 2 quick ones.
Yeah, I think he has 2 fouls on him. Last time he fouled, I think they said he had 1, so he has 2 fouls on him, and he's looked like he's one of their top players, and he can get in foul trouble early.
All right, LaMarvin Jackson's at the free throw line. Damon Love comes in. Terrence Thomas goes to the bench with a 2-point lead with 3:45 left in the first half. They missed the front end of the 1-and-1. So the Hornets are on the attack again. DuBose. And we get a turnover. Number 5, LaMarvin Jackson gets it. Lee trying to travel to the basket, and he's going to be called for, he's going to be coming to the line. The foul's going to be on number 15 for the Hornets, Rogers.
That time the player from Bullock County didn't quite have his feet set, so when number 23 went in, that's 23 is Nick Lee, drove to the basket, he was fouled.
All right, it's a 1-and-1. First shot's up, misses. Rebounded there by Dawsey, but number 15 took it away from him. So Hornets on the attack.
Darryl Rogers was that was a very heads-up play by Rogers. He didn't get the rebound, but as soon as Dawsey came down with it, he just snatched it out of his hands.
Damon Love gets a turnover for Ashford now.
That's Damon Love coming up with that turnover for Ashford. He just came into the game.
Nice little jump shot there by number 25. Jamie Dawsey puts 2 more in for the Yellow Jackets. It's 16-12.
That time they did a good job of looking for the man down low and hitting him low, and he put it up and made the basket.
Fields saved it. And Coach Fields wants, Coach Henry wants a timeout.
That was a good hustle by Fields that time, saving the ball from going out of bounds. And Coach Henry called a timeout, and he wanted to talk things over with these guys. They come from behind by taking a 4-point lead. But one thing Ashford's got to do, they've got to hit those free throws. Last time down, they missed the front end of a 1-and-1, and that could be costly late on in the game. Very true.
In fact, the last 2 attempts they had, they missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and you just, that's lost points. when you don't put those things in. And at this point in time in the season, they ought to be hot at the free throw line.
So it's a 16-12 game with 2:28 left in the first half. The Yellow Jackets leading the Stinging Hornets.
All right, we've got Lee barking out signals. Damon Love comes up to the point now. Back over to Lee. Back to Love again. Crawford goes inside to Lee. Damon Love gets it now as he shoots and he misses. Hornets get the rebound.
That time he took a shot and it bounced off the rim, and there were 3 Stinging Hornets around waiting on the rebound.
Penn took a jump shot and missed. 34 got the rebound, and he took a shot and missed, and that was Penn. And then number 34 in the game, Neil Brackett, gets the rebound.
Nice drive to the basket by Love. He missed, but he goes back up. That was Brackett, sorry.
He stayed with it, got his rebound, and put it in for 2 points. 6-point lead with a minute and a half.
So Brackens is new into the game, and he comes in and makes a big play.
They take a shot. Number 34 gets the rebound, but this time we got the fast break going. Crawford puts it up. It misses. And we got a traveling call on the Hornets.
That's the first fast break we've seen these Yellow Jackets run so far tonight, Bobby. But they got it out and had a good look at the basket, and it just rolled off the rim and didn't go in.
Just a little bit, the touch was not quite soft enough, but they get a break, get the traveling call, and with a minute 10, they still have the ball.
I'll tell you, so far the Hornets have not hit a single outside shot. All of their points have come from the inside, and they just have been cold from the outside. But they're still trying, and maybe they're an outside shooting team and just trying to establish an outside game to move the Ashford defense out more.
All right, we have a foul call on Jamie Dawsey. So the Jackets turn it over this time down. Damon Love guarding mighty close with a minute to go in the half. The Hornets trying to put something up here with they're down 6 points with 50 seconds and counting in the half. Number 12 took his shot and missed. Tarver. And who are we going to call the foul on? Basket's good, 22. Crawford.
That time Penn went up strong and tried to put the ball back up, and he was fouled, so he'll be at the line. He'll have 2 opportunities.
Well, he got the basket, so he's going to sink this one.
Right, so
and makes it a 3-point play. Ashford quickly moves it down. Lee with a little over a half a minute to go. To Bracken, back to Lee. Soft touch to the basket, makes it.
That was a good look by Lee. He dribbled, he pulled up, and he let it go, and it went through.
5-point lead here with about 15 seconds. Well, let's make it a 2-point lead as big 3-point is drained by number 14, Mims. And they get a steal. Can tie it. Look at that
great
block.
Anticipation by number 22 for Ashford. He waited. That was Crawford. He let him get ahead of him, Bobby, and he just waited and he blocked the shot. That was great defense by Crawford.
Saved that 2-point for sure. He took a 3-point shot and missed it. They could have gone in with a tie game here, but great effort by number 22, Anthony Crawford, and they keep them from tying the game up, and it's a 2-point lead for Ashford at the half.
Yeah, you know, we keep talking about Bullock County shooting from outside, and that time they finally got an outside shot to fall from it. It was a big 3-pointer.
Yes, it was, and almost got another one at the buzzer. So it was kind of slow and sluggish in the first period, not much better in the second, but they seem to be getting a little bit more on track.
Yeah, that time Ashford scored a total of 13 points in the second period, where Bullock County scored 8. So Ashford outscored Bullock County by 5 points in the second period.
So as we regather our momentum here and the coaches talking over with each squad, we'll see what happens when they come back out in the third period of play. So at the half, it's a 2-point lead for the Ashford Yellow Jackets over the Stinging Hornets from Bullock County. We'll be back with third quarter action.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
The third period of play now. It's the second half of this game gets underway between the Yellow Jackets of Ashford High School and the Stinging Hornets from Bullock County. It's a 20-18 lead for Ashford here. Low scoring game, but we've seen plenty of excitement, lots of fouls called as well.
Yes, we've seen a lot of action in this game, Bobby. Both teams started out trying to establish an outside game, and both of them were unsuccessful, and they started moving the ball inside and started scoring points. And Bullock County hadn't been able to score any outside shots to about 10 to 15 seconds left in the first half, and they hit a big three-pointer. Now, Ashford has had some success from some mid-range outside shots. They've hit a few shots from out there, but they've been very successful down low in the paint, putting points on the board.
Ashford is also a good fast break team, but we've seen no points scored off the fast break. The Ashford had a good run late in the half, but they were unable to put it in. Fields and Lee combine up here, and they send it over to number 32, Chris Williams. Back out to Lee, over to Fields, and they exchange it back and forth, trying to get an open shot. Fields comes out to the top now to set it up. Lee goes around back to Fields at the top, and to Lee almost a throwaway. Ashford just slowing it down, trying to get the defense to come out to him.
Ashford showing a lot of patience on offense here, Bobby. They're working to try to get some good shots up. And that time, number 24 drove it to the basket and put it in, Henry Fields.
Yeah, Henry Fields puts it in for a 2-point basket, and they put the first points on the scoreboard in the third period. And we get a rebound by number 34 for Bullock County. That's Willie Penn, and he gets it in for 2. And it's now 2-point lead again for Ashford.
Penn has been really strong on the boards, getting a lot of rebounds and putbacks, and that time he came up and put the ball in, and Ashford goes down and turns the ball over.
Yep, Fields took his eye off the ball, and it went away. And Coach Henry wants to talk to him for a minute, so he puts Crawford into the game. We continue now. 6:45 left in the third period. The Hornets on the attack, and we get a jump ball.
That was a great hustle by number 23 for Ashford. Nick Lee tying that ball up and almost coming up, forcing a turnover. And that time he didn't get it, but next time he will.
All right, we're back under action now. Number 20 with the ball. Dubose. They try to set up a play here. Back out to Dubose at the top. He looks for a long shot, but does not. But number 14 takes one, and he drains it. Desmond Mims, and Bullock County goes back on top by 1.
Scores 23-22. And we talked earlier in the game how Bullock County just kept making those attempts from the outside, and maybe that's their game plan, is to hit some three-pointers, and they've hit 2 3-pointers in a row, but
Crawford,
that time Ashford answers.
Crawford puts it in for 3, nothing but net. They go back on top by 2.
So we've had consecutive 3-point baskets by both teams.
And Lee gets a turnover, feeds it to Crawford, and it's blocked by the Hornets, and Ashford gets a turnover down. And they still can't put it in. But Ashford maintains possession. The Hornets recovered quickly on that turnover, but they kept Ashford from putting an easy 2-point basket in.
Bobby, you talk about how good of a fast break team Ashford is, but the 2 fast breaks they've had tonight, they came up empty both times.
Crawford tried to take another three-pointer there and missed it. So Hornets back in action. That big guy, Dubose, number 20, and he sends it over to number 34 for them, Penn. And he tries to take a shot, and it's long. And Chris Williams gets the rebound.
That time Bullock County pulled up for a shot and missed, and Ashford came up strong with the rebound. And they are on offense, and they're taking their time.
Chris Williams into Dawkins. Dawsey, excuse me. Back over to Lee. To Crawford, who sank a three a couple of minutes ago. And they try to go inside to number 5. And it's knocked out of bounds by DeCarlos Hooks for the Stinging Hornets. Ashford gets to maintain possession.
That time, Bullock County anticipated where the ball was going and knocked it out of bounds. They almost came up with the steal, which would be very damaging to this Ashford team.
That's right. Fields comes into the game as for Ashford as number 12, Christopher Tarver for the Hornets.
Okay, in the game for Ashford is number 23, who is Nick Lee, number 24. It was Henry Fields, number 5. Jackson, number 25, Dawsey, and number 32 is Chris Williams.
We had a couple of Jackets taking shots there, but unable to put it in. The Hornets finally get control, and they're back on offense now. Dubose with it. Turnaround jumper by 34. Willie Penn, and he puts it in for 2 and to tie it up at 4 minutes to go in the third period.
That time Penn got a good look at the basket, banked it off the glass and put it in to tie the score at 25 all with 3:55 left in the third period.
All right, Fields shoots it over to Henry, back to Lee again, I'm sorry. I'll get these names together. It's Lee, back over to Henry. And then he gives it to 32, Chris Williams. Henry Fields, number 24. Lee, number 23. Goes inside to Jackson, and he misses. Hornets on the attack. And they keep, Ashford keeps them from scoring, but the Hornets came down with the ball.
Great anticipation by number 32 for Ashford. And Lee get that first fast break points of the night.
Chris Williams fed it off to Lee, and they get a turnover under the basket, and the Jackets get it back.
So that time, 2 positive things in a row happened for the Yellow Jackets. The first successful fast break of the game, and Bullock County turns the ball over, so Ashford gets the ball back. And
Coach Huffman for the Hornets wants to talk it over with his troops. As Coach Henry gets his guys together, they talk it over with 2:56 left in the third period, a 2-point lead for Ashford.
27-25, and both teams have come out this second half and put some points on the board, and it's going to get that. This game is going to be tight down to the wire. It could go either way, Bobby. What I'm seeing is both teams showing sparks of energy and getting some things going, and then other times it's the other team. So we are seeing a few momentum changes, and the team with momentum in the end is probably the team that's going to pull it out.
Henry Fields sends it in to Lee. They come back out to set it up now. Ashford with a 2-point lead. Henry Fields took a shot, but saved by number 25, Jamie Dawsey. Fields looks to lead, sends it over to his teammate 32, Chris Williams. Back to Henry, and then over to Lee, to number 25, Jamie Dawsey. He gets the roll in. It's now a 4-point lead for Ashford.
That time Ashford showed a lot of patience, just passing the ball around until they could find an open man, and that time Dawson pulled up for a short jumper, and he got the roll, and the basket counted.
Alertness on Number 32, Chris Williams, almost got him a turnover off the Hornets again, but he couldn't keep it in bounds.
Chris Williams did an excellent job of anticipating where the ball was going and almost came up with the steal. So Ashford's got to continue to play aggressive defense like that, and that time he did. And that's exactly what Ashford needed. And they get 2 more points off the fast break.
Nick Lee puts it in for 2. He was tempted for the dunk, but he decided he might better not do it.
I tell you what, you got to credit that play to number 32, Chris Williams, who almost made a steal on the previous play, and he just kept at it, and he made a steal on the next play, and stole the ball and got it down, and they scored.
We had a mistake on a call on the referees there. He called it Ashford ball, and the other officials came over quickly, corrected it. It's still Hornet ball. They feed it in quickly, takes a 3-point shot, and it is no good. Ashford gets a rebound, back on offense. To Crawford in the corner, and then to 25, Dawson. Number 32 puts it in. That is Chris Williams, and he is fouled in the process.
So Williams has stepped up his level of play. He seemed to be the spark that's got these Yellow Jackets going, Bobby. He came up with the steal to an assist for the basket, and that time he drove to the basket, and he was fouled, so he's going to the line.
He gets an opportunity to pick up a 3-point play here. Is number 32, Chris Williams, for Ashford. And I like his move. He just nonchalantly throws it up there, and most of the time it goes in. 34-25. Just over a minute in the third period. Hornets trying to get some offense going. Nice block. Nice block by LaMarvin Jackson. And nobody can sink it. Ashford gets the rebound.
That time Bullock County kept the ball alive on the board, but Ashford kept it alive too. They blocked out and managed to get the rebound. Now Ashford has the ball with about 45 seconds left in the third period.
Nick Lee with the ball over to Henry Fields. Fields goes to the basket, and he's going to be charged with a foul. Not a charge there. Number 42 paid the price there. He bit the dust hard. Hitting the floor was Michael Kimber.
That time Fields went in a little out of control. He probably should have pulled the ball back out, Bobby. He went out of control and was called for the charge. And so Bullock County gets the ball back, and they get an opportunity to put some points on the board before the end of the third period.
Damon Love comes into the game, and Henry Fields goes to the sidelines as he picked up another foul. 33 seconds and counting in the third period. Great defense on behalf of number 32, Chris Williams.
Williams is playing some outstanding defense, Bobby. He's putting a lot of pressure on those on the Bullock County guards.
He and Nick Lee are teaming up, really stepping up the defense. And we get a reaching in foul by number 14, Damon Love.
And I see the Bullock County players motioning that the basket should be good, but I think that was before he went up with the shot.
It was.
So he's standing at the line. He's hoping the official will say, okay, well, it's a 2-shot foul. But he was not in the act of shooting when he was fouled. So, and I think that's what the officials are discussing.
I think we're going to go with, they don't get the basket, and he doesn't go to the free throw line.
But that was a good attempt by Bullock County trying to influence the officials' decision.
Jamie Dawsey really springing up like a springboard. Number 20 throws it to the basket, and but he can't put it in. To Damon Love, to 32 Chris Williams, and they miss it. What an effort by number 32 Chris Williams and number 23 Nick Lee in this third period, as Ashford has opened up a 9-point lead with just 8 minutes to go in this contest.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ashford did an excellent job in the third period of coming out, playing aggressive defense, and you got to give credit to Chris Williams. He was the spark that got that Yellow Jacket team fired up in the third period to gain this 9-point lead.
Yes, he did. Just great defense and just hustle. Caused a couple of turnovers, and they were able to cash in on those and build this 9-point lead, which is the biggest lead of the night for either squad. Ashford just has the better half of it.
That time Ashford came out and they scored 14 points, and Bullock County was only able to score 7. So they doubled their point output to take this 9-point lead.
All right, into the game for the first time tonight is going to be number 21, Sean Mills for Ashford. Oh, we need to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back with the fourth period of action. It's 34-25 Ashford.
To make your car look...
Okay, welcome back to the fourth period of play as Ashford continues now with this 9-point lead, just 8 minutes to go in the game. Officials still talking it over, and it's going to be Ashford ball.
Bobby, if you have to sum things up so far in this game, most of the baskets have been made inside, but we saw Ashford get